Mexico's land, where words do delight, Tómala shines a star in the night. It means take it, with a playful twist. A phrase full of fun not to be missed. When someone is caught sneaking, trying to stray, Tómala is shouted in a mischievous way. A secret revealed, a joke full of tear. Tómala brings laughter whenever you hear. So next time you're out with your crew, remember Tómala for moments askew. It's a word full of joy, clever and bright, bringing humor and fun, day or night. Tómala. Hehe.
Tómala. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get together live here on Facebook, where we try to create connections between ourselves and our destination, ourselves and Mexico, and our culture and way of life, by way of headlines and comments and ideas and questions and suggestions that you all have as we try to enjoy the best we can living here in Puerto Vallarta. Or living elsewhere, but having some kind of indescribable fascination with our city, which makes us, whoops, hold on. I needed that. There is my voice. Anyhow, today is Tuesday, July 23rd. It's a pleasure to see you, as it is a pleasure to see you every morning. We have a bunch of news today, which is nice because sometimes we get a lot, sometimes we don't get so much. But as always, I look forward to your Q's. If you have a question, I look forward to your N's. If you are brand new to the broadcast and wish to have some sort of welcome shared with you. Let us start with our news, however, and we begin with the Pitillal River, where the retainer wall got fixed. All it took is one peaceful demonstration blocking traffic in one of Puerto Vallarta's main arteries in 5 business days for the city of Puerto Vallarta to conclude repairing the retainer wall along the Pitillal River, whose foundations were compromising its integrity. So you see, if you want the city to get something done, this is all that it takes. Go block traffic and make your statement, make your wish, and then it gets done. And speaking of, tómala. In other news, the first 5 months of the year were good for our city, which maintained the 7th place when it comes to hotel occupancy throughout Mexico. That said, it is also worth saying that Nuevo Nayarit fared better, staying at the 3rd place. The 1st and 2nd places went to 2 destinations in Quintana Roo, Playacar, and Akumal. For those who enjoy numbers and statistics, there are plenty of those in this referenced article. But speaking of summer travel, the almost completed new Guadalajara to Puerto Vallarta highway has predictably attracted a higher number of tourists during this summer's vacation period, with many folks from Guadalajara and surrounding states enjoying the shorter travel time between both cities. Of course, expectations also point to high occupancy in the region, as high as 90%, they say, during the summer vacation period, particularly on weekends. Will we see 90% numbers in hotels? They say we will. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, when we're talking about the brand spanking new highway, we're talking about a gorgeous driving experience. But when it comes to other federal highways in our states, even Governor Alfaro has come out to acknowledge their poor condition. But hopefully, he will have an opportunity to address this issue with the Federal Minister of Infrastructure, Communications, and Transportation today during the inauguration of the second runway at Guadalajara's International Airport. How bad are the highways out there? Well, all you have to do is point your vehicle to El Tuito from Puerto Vallarta, and we found this lovely article from Noticias PV to attest to this. As you can see from the photograph, the state of our highways is not good at all. So if you're traveling around, drive safely, and particularly when you do so at night, when these potholes can creep up on you anytime without notice. And if you're driving too fast, they will do a number on your suspension. Last but not least, Seapal has announced water service interruptions today in Colonia Emiliano Zapata due to the connection of new water lines. So please be mindful of this if you are in Colonia Emiliano Zapata. Now let's take a look at this. Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, Joint Boutique Hotel and Co-work, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Yay! Let's take a quick look at our weather. Our snarky weatherman today says, here comes a big middle finger from Mother Nature. Rain starting around 1:15 p.m. I say bring it on, because whenever it rains, and it rains substantially, our temperature tends to come down. Right now, we are enjoying 29 degrees in Puerto Vallarta with a humidity level of 69%. And our weather forecast for today indicates we're going to have mostly cloudy skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 47%, a high of 31, and a low of 24. Then tomorrow, Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 62%, a high of 31, and a low of 25. Then Thursday, rain in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 80%, and a high of 31, and a low of 25. As long as we're talking traveling, let me show you this other item that I put aside for you. A while back, we announced that President-elect Claudia Sheinbaum is intent on bringing back train travel to our country during her presidential period, going as far as declaring the first route that will be tackled from Guadalajara to Mexico City, or vice versa. Although we won't see the conclusion of this project for a couple of years, it is nice to know where it will stop. There are 13 stops considered along the route, which will go through the states of Jalisco, Guanajuato, Querétaro, and Hidalgo before reaching Mexico City. Travel time is expected to be between 4 and 4.5 hours from end to end, which is not bad at all, considering that you don't have to concern yourself at all with driving. Of course, I want to remind you that tomorrow is the spotlight. We have one guest that has decided to join us. AJ Freeman is coming back to talk about one of his parties. And my Thursday presentation is coming along beautifully. This is the Pay What You Want presentation of some of the music that has truly affected me through my life. So this will be part biographical, part learning experience, part I have all this crazy music that I want to share, but I cannot fit it into a single category. So why not celebrate my birthday by sharing something that means a lot to me with you, and hopefully it will mean as much to you as well. So let's go have a nice chit-chat section. Actually, even before we get into our chit-chat section, just in case that you're wondering, I decided to treat myself for my birthday to an Audible membership, and I am enjoying it so much, it's not even funny. If you enjoy audiobooks, um, Audible is awesome. And that's all I'm going to say. If you're reading anything fun this summer, please share your reading lists with us. Let us know what you're reading. If you enjoy reading, let us know whether you enjoy audiobooks or Kindle reading or just plain old books. It'll be interesting to see. Okay, now we get into your comments, and I see lots of good mornings and good afternoons, which I appreciate. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Is it Friday yet, says Luisa. Well, no, not yet. I wish it was Friday, but it's an eventful week for me. I'm looking forward to that. John is counting day, T-minus 7 days until I return. Good for you. May your travel be safe and fun. Let's see what else we have. Logan says, very excited about this Guadalajara to Mexico City train route, and will be following its progress and hopefully one day having the privilege to enjoy the choo-choo ride. Ever since we started doing Coffee and Headlines, I remember talking about the Chepe, the Chihuahua to the coast train, the Chihuahua Pacifico train. And it is something that I really want to do. And this may be the year in which I finally put my finger on the dot and say, I'm going to schedule this, and I'll see who wants to join me, and we'll get it done, because it sounds like we're going to get it all cut up with trains that we want to try. Laura asks, have they finished the Puerto Vallarta sign yet? I have no idea. I haven't been in that part of town in a while, but I am sure that if it's finished or when it is finished, they will publicize something to that effect. And this, my friends, brings us to the end of today's broadcast, unless I see any other interesting questions. In the meantime, let's put this up on the screen as a lovely reminder that you make Coffee and Headlines possible with your spreading the word, with your coffees, and with your memberships. And of course, we also have our wonderful brand spanking new community partners, and some that returned from last year. I am so excited about this. There will be other community partners joining us due to some excess enthusiasm, and I hope this does not upset anyone. Again, we try not to do any advertising here at Coffee and Headlines, but at the same time, you have been very gracious about this, and I want to make sure that we stay profitable and that Luna is well fed through the process. So this brings us to the end of today's broadcast. I surely hope that you will have a lovely day. I hope to see you tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon during the spotlight. And of course, if any of you are in town and want to come to my music appreciation presentation, well, just remember that it is pay what you want. If you're tight on your budget, I still would love to see you there. Have a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow morning. Take care.